actual play of the Howling Gods campaign. Now, it has been a few years since we've run this. There have been some software and technical issues and one or two other problems. But we are now carrying on the campaign using the brand new Foundry rule set that we kickstarted earlier this year. So the rule set is really, really good. It is commercially available, and I'll put a link to that in the chat below the window. So if you haven't seen parts 1, 2 or 3, obviously they are there still on the YouTube channel to watch. But we had a group of intrepid heroes, and you can see on the map here that they live in southern Khul, and although you probably can't make it out on the map, that area there is the city of Kish on the inland sea. And the heroes were living in a palace just off of the marketplace of Kish when they were harangued and chased by a mob, howling at them that they were heretics. And because of this, they had to flee back to the palace that they called home, the crumbling ancient palace they called home. So obviously they can't fight a whole mob, even for heroes, but luckily their landlady helped out and showed them a way out of the palace into the ancient city sewers. They went in there, and I'm not going to go through all of their adventures in those sewers, but eventually they managed to find a magical portal, and when they stepped through that portal, they found themselves outside the city, probably about an hour's travel from there, or at least 3 of them did. So standing on that road, we have Joban the Analander, sorcerer, obviously a long way away from his home, but obviously very useful with that magical ability. We've got Hulan Zushok, who is a priest of Glantanka. And we've got Zimrika Meganto, who is a weaponsmith, weapon merchant, and user, indeed, of these weapons. And so without further ado, we will start on part 2, the adventure. So this is session 4, but it's part 2 of the adventure. So the 3 of you find yourself standing on a dusty road somewhere to the south of the city of Kish. The city looks a long way away, probably at least a day or two's travel, so you think you're probably safe from the angry mob that was pursuing you in the city itself. However, you know with certainty that returning there right now would be a bad idea. And in any case, you have a rather intriguing map showing treasure in the dead city. And if your bearings are correct, that should be reachable in a couple of days at most. So I think I put the map in. I didn't put the treasure map in. Okay, I'll have to share that next time. But you have got a treasure map showing the dead city. It fell out of the pouch of one of the tomb robbers you encountered in the tunnels under the city. And you are somewhere to the south of Kish and probably a day's travel from the dead city. So you're probably somewhere right in the middle. So there's obviously no point in heading back towards the city. You spent quite some time, some dangerous time, escaping the city. Mm-hmm. And you've got 2 provisions in your pouch. You've got some water. You've got your equipment. So you're pretty much ready to go. And you set off towards the south. Probably some 10 minutes later, as you're discussing this strange turn of events, and this is not exactly the evening you were hoping for, you come to a fork in the road. To the left, the track follows its way across some flatter land. It looks quite a well-made track, quite a wide track. In the distance, you can see some clumps of desert trees and even possibly an occasional village. To the right, however, is a narrower, rougher track that seems to wind its way up into some low and scrubby hills. Still in the right direction, but there's a lot less, I call it civilization, to be seen. And if we can call sort of a handful of small villages civilization, but there's a lot less of that to be seen. So the question is, do you want to follow the road along the flatland, or do you want to go up into the hills? Over to you.
I think I might leave that to the locals.
Just trying to remember how much, if I've got any money on me. Hang on.
Oh, I've got no money. I've got.
Hulan, you've got
5
7 gold
pieces.
pieces.
Don't think I've got any.
Joe Barn has 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And Zimrika has 0 gold pieces.
Seem to have nothing.
So you're not exactly flush with cash. Got a total of 12 gold pieces between you.
But if we're going to try and make it to this dead city, we probably need provisions, don't we?
I've got 2 provisions at the moment.
Because I've got 2.
You've got probably just about enough to reach it, but that's on 1 meal a day, probably, or so.
So I would vote for go to this town and try and buy some food at least.
Yeah, sounds a reasonable course of action.
We didn't manage to nab any stuff off the tomb robbers, did we?
No, they had a little bit of stuff, which I think is where you actually got your provisions from.
Oh, I'm just checking something.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And so do we have a unanimous opinion there? Flat road?
Well, I'd take the easy road if we don't know where we are.
Okay.
I thought you said, did you not say there was a little town up the hill? Sorry.
So in the very distance
you're
on the
looking down.
flatland, you can see what looks like a village.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Some sort.
Right. Well, let's make time. If anyone asks us who we are, just tell them we're, I don't know, travelers. Just, you know, we're not fleeing anything.
We're certainly not heretics.
We're definitely not heretics fleeing the city. We're just travellers.
Have we got a clue where we are or what this village is called, Graham?
You have absolutely no idea. So if you open the journal tab and you go to the adventure journal and you go to session 2, you can see a zoomed in map showing the city of Kish, which is the north of the Kish Delta, and you can see the dead city, which is just the south of the River of Decay.
Lovely.
And you are somewhere, not directly between the dead city and Kish, but if you drew a line between them, you're somewhere to the right of that.
Hang on, you say journal.
So you set off along the road, and the road winds through the dry and dusty lands, low scrub to each side, and with a couple of vultures tracking you high overhead, circling constantly. Apart from an occasional animal call in the distance, the land is quiet and still. As you walk, you crest a very low ridge, and see before you an oasis. A large and seemingly deep pool sits in a dip in the land, surrounded by lush grasses, bushes, and tall acacia trees. The promise of shade and cool water is inviting, and your water skins, although with some water in, haven't got really as much as you would hope for. A small side path leads directly to the pool, and it seems to be well used by both people and animals.
And bandits.
You can't see any people here. I mean, bandits may well use it, yes.
Should we? It's not big, is it? Why don't we work our way round and a sort of approach from the back, just in case?
You can certainly do that.
You mean not from the road?
Yeah, it's an oasis. It's not like a massive lake. We could work our way round and approach from a sort of sneaky angle.
You can.
Just in case. Sword drawn, I think.
So, you work your way in a large circle round the oasis and then creep towards it. The cool water just shimmers gently in the desert breeze, reflects the sun. It seems quite cool beneath the trees there. There's quite a lot of grasses growing. You can even see a few bushes with fruit on round the other side from where you are now.
Mm.
You suspect that at some point in the distant past, someone has sat and eaten their lunch, thrown fruit pips to the ground, and they're sprouted into fruit trees.
Oh,
Well, might as well.
let's gather fruit.
Might as well feast.
Okay. So, do you want to have a drink first, or just go and gather some fruit first?
Well, some can gather food. I'll gather water. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'll gather fruit.
Joban?
Yeah, well, fruit gives you, I'll get the fruit. Yeah.
Okay. So you work your way round the shore of the oasis, and there are indeed 3 or 4 different types of fruit bush here. Can you just give me an awareness test, please? You can just roll this as an open roll.
That's another one I should put on the macros, I suppose.
Yeah. So adding things like awareness, luck, you can add to the macro bar. Putting those on actually is quite a useful thing to do.
Oh dear.
Okay. And I think we'll have one from Zimrica as well.
Hang on. You say awareness. So it's just a 2d6, is it?
If you just click on the skill, it should roll it.
I haven't got awareness.
Just click on skill then.
If you haven't got special skill, then just make a skill roll. And if you hold down, don't forget, if you hold down shift and click on skill, it'll just roll under. Okay. Right. So we have Hulan and Joban are gathering fruit. Zimrica is a little bit further away, gathering some water. You've all got the map, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keeping an eye on him, though. We're keeping an eye on him, gathering water.
Why don't you do it at the end of the path?
Because you worked your way around to the north, and you've come around the oasis.
Are we meant to have an oasis map at this point? Because I haven't got one loaded.
Can you not see it? Can Simon and
Let me
James?
just-
I can see it. Yeah.
Right,
That's why I
let me
knew
just
it wasn't on the
reload my
map.
page and see if that works.
Quite nice, cool looking oasis there. Quite fancy a dip in that.
Watch out for crocodiles.
I'm not going that far in.
Yeah, or whatever other monster you thought up to put in the oasis.
Oh yeah, okay. Now
Okay.
it's come up now. Sorry. Carry
Right.
on.
So, Joban and Hulan are keeping a bit of an eye on Zimrika on the shore there. Slightly concerned there might be crocodiles or whatever. Which is possibly why they don't notice the slight shifting of sands on the other side of the path. So let's roll a d6 to see
Hey,
who is going to
Who's
be
behind you?
the unlucky one. If we get a 1, 2, 3, who lands closer? And a 4, 5, 6, it's Joban.
Do I get a chance, or just oblivious to this? Ooh.
That's Hulan.
Fair enough.
So, leaping out of the sand, it'd been pretty much completely buried, apart from its nostrils, is a creature. So, looking in out of the pit, it's a thin, sandy-coloured reptilian monster. Humanoid and about as tall as a man, with a large head like that of a snake, with a forked tongue and a wide fang-filled mouth. Each scaly hand ends in one long claw like a cruel curved dagger, honed and
lovely.
sharp until it can slice through skin and bone alike. You can
Sounds
have
delightful.
a knowledge roll or a monster lore roll if you have such a special skill. Or you can have a desert lore if you have such a skill.
Oh, I've got desert law.
Well, I'm glad someone is.
Hulan's not certain, but Joban thinks it's a Gretch.
It's a Gretch.
But the Gretch is leaping towards Hulan, who didn't spot it. And nor did Joban, and nor did Zimrika. So the Gretch will get a free attack this round with a bonus. So it leaps towards you.
All right.
Okay. So my awareness skill test earlier wasn't enough then.
No, because you made it by 1, but it had a -2 penalty.
Yeah, just checking.
Sneaky.
So, the bite attack, or the claw attack rather, has a bonus of +2.
Okay.
See, so it's an all-out attack or just an ambush attack?
No, it's just an ambush. So, Hulan, you should have had an alert pop up.
I did. Do I get an attack back to an ambush or
No, but if you still need to click on what you're defending yourself with. But if you win, you don't do any damage.
right? Oh, that's so close.
Unfortunately, the Gretch wins. Oh, but doesn't do a huge amount of damage. So if you could make an armor roll, please.
Absolutely.
Oh, nice one.
Nice.
So the claw rips into your leather cuirass, which absorbs some of the blow, but you do still take 1 stamina damage.
Okay. Has that? I'm not sure that's added on the armor training effect. I'm sure I rolled a 6.
I think it should do.
Okay.
It should do. Unfortunately, it doesn't record.
Well, should I just? Can I just
What
to see? Can I just? Shall I just roll armor again?
Yeah, roll it again just to check.
We'll see what it rolls, and then because you'll be able to see it.
Okay, so it's not right. In which case, I'm going to pause the recording just for a moment while we sort out that. Sorry about that. The issue there is now fixed. So, Hulan, if I can ask you to make your armor roll, the correct armor roll this time against the Gretsch.
Hey!
Oh, nice. So you don't actually take any damage from the Gretsch. It does rake its claw down your chest, but your leather cuirass provides enough protection, and the thick leather stops it getting through. However, there is an angry stroke hungry Gretsch raking at you with its claws. So we need to make everyone combat available. We have to just click on these. These make random d20 rolls. You can ignore those. Whatever they roll. That's not initiatives. So, Hulan, you are closest. What do you want to do about this hungry Gretsch trying to rip you apart?
Right. I don't suppose it's an enemy of my god, particularly, is it?
It isn't, no.
In that case, I'm just going to whack it. I think.
You're just going to whack it. Okay. Who's next? Joe Barnes probably next closest. What about yourself?
I'll step in.
Okay. And Zimrika?
I assume I can get to it, can I?
You can, you could run to get to it this round.
Right. Splosh, splosh, splosh.
Okay, so you're running across as well. So you've all got 15 initiative.
But I'll fight defensively.
You want to fight defensively, okay. So fully defensively.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's only that.
Okay. Right, so in which case, only Hulan and Joban are actually attacking it. It is still going for Hulan.
Okay.
So, Zimrika, you don't really need to make a combat roll because it's not attacking you and you're defensive, so that's fine. Actually, you probably do because you might fumble it. Roll yours now.
Am I just making one roll?
Just one roll, yeah. Right. Very nearly. Try and roll it from the weapon itself rather than the skill. So that it rolls and adds rather than rolls under. But that's fine. You didn't fumble. You didn't crit. So, Hulan and Zimrika, if you both target it.
You mean me, not Zimrika, don't you?
So pointer on it and press T. We're going to do separate combat rolls for it. Oh, actually, no. Remembering now, I wrote the guide to this. I should be able to remember. So I'm going to target both of you, and I am going to make the attack. When you click on your response, you can have a +1 modifier for outnumbering bonus. So, attack. So I got a total of 17. So you should both get a pop-up.
It didn't let me add +1 because the pop-up doesn't give you a modifier.
Yeah, I didn't let me do it either.
Interesting.
But you can.
But Hulan won anyway, and Joban would have won with the +1. So, right, tip to self, remember to do -1 if you're outnumbered. There we go, sorted. So, Hulan, can you roll your damage roll, please? Okay. And so that's 3 damage. And the Gretch has quite thick, scaly skin, which stops 1 of that. So
Right.
he takes some damage. But also, Joban, you hit him as well. Oof, for 4 damage. For which he stops 2, so he takes another 2. Well, yeah. All right, he's injured. He's not that injured yet. So, next round. So round 2 it is. Joban.
Well, it seemed to work well last time, so we'll continue with the course of action.
And Zimrika.
It's a cautious attack.
Off the top of my head, I can't remember. There are quite a few. I'd have to look that up.
You can, in the combat companion, you can make a cautious attack, and you can. I think it goes off. You take a penalty to your attack roll.
Yeah.
And you get the same penalty to your damage roll. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's in the It's in the combat companion, isn't it, Graham?
It is.
Yeah.
Combat options. Here we go. I've got them open. Cautious attack, +1 to your armor roll, but -1 to your damage roll.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's that. That's one.
Right. Which weapon do I roll off? Does it matter?
I will do it, because then what I can do is I can target you. So I can target all 3, but when I make my attack this time, I'm going to have a penalty of -2.
Okay.
For some reason, it's only given me 6 skill on that. How strange. Okay. Oh no, sorry, it's worked. So he's still going for Hulam with a total of 15, and he beats Hulam. Joban beats him, and Zimrika, you should have a pop-up saying you're being attacked.
I'm being attacked?
Yeah, you should have a little thing that's popped up on your screen saying you're being attacked.
Right. I've got a choice of a short sword or a sword.
They will both use the same skill, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But it beat you, so it avoided your blows, Zimrika. And it hit Hulan. So we'll do that first. So the damage to Hulan is not a huge amount, 3.
Okay, I'll make my armor roll. Not a huge amount of effect from the armor.
Nope. So this time he hits an area not protected by your armor, on your arms or legs probably, and inflicts 3 stamina damage.
Ouch.
But don't worry, Joe Barn the Analander to the rescue. Roll your damage.
Let's hope he doesn't fumble.
Oh no, he's hit. Then he does 3. And the Gretch's armor stops 2 of that. Ooh. He might be outnumbered, but this is quite a tough fight, is this? So on to round 3. What are we doing, Joe Barn? Same again?
Still working. I'm still doing it.
You seem to be particularly effective in this fight. Maybe
Having
Analanders
been-
are taught to fight lizard men.
I'm not related to it. They are.
That's true.
Having been hit, I'm now going to also cautious attack.
You're going to cautious, okay. And Zimrika?
I'm going to be cautious again.
Okay. So it is still going for Hulan. It's
Okay.
it's sensing blood now.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That's not right. Why has it only got 5 skill? Sorry, I'm going to roll that again. I'll tell you what I've done. I've been reducing its skill rather than its stamina. Oh dear. Amateur mistake.
Oh, well, it doesn't sound like
Amateur
I don't care.
mistake. There we go. Right. So last round you had a bit of a freebie. Shows even when you write the manual, you can still get it wrong. So you should each have had your pop-up saying you're being attacked.
I think they go in order, Graham. Mine doesn't pop up until he does his.
Yeah. So whoever
No.
got that first.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Ooh,
ho, 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 ho. Nice.
so close to a crit.
So Hulan's hit it. Joe Barnes hit it. Zimrika's hit it. Hulan, you can roll your damage first. Don't forget to do a -1 on your damage roll.
Yep. Ooh,
I've got a
roll,
feeling
go
his
on.
stamina's going to be going down. Oh.
So what an annoying round to.
So
That's
we still
cool.
do 3, and his armor doesn't stop any.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, right. Next up, Joe Barn.
Right. Okay.
Oof. Another good roll, and his armor stops 1 of that, so he takes another 2. Okay, go on then, Zimrika. Roll your longsword damage, your sword damage with a -1 modifier first, because you've got ambidextrous.
Why is that only -1 then?
Because you did a cautious attack.
Yeah, but I thought it was up to 4, isn't it?
No. It's plus. If you'd lost, you'd have added +1 to your armor roll. But as you win, it's -1 to your damage roll.
How do you do the modifier?
So if you click on your weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and what you'll see, if you click on the damage button,
Yeah.
and then you'll see a box that says bonus.
Oh.
So put -1 in that, and then click on public roll.
Gosh, hang on. Oh, gosh. I'll find where the minus button is. Doing it in the dark.
I could be facetious to say it's next to the plus button, but I won't.
Oh, no, that's true.
Oh. So you do 3, and his armor stops one of that. So you do 2 more to him, and then your short sword.
Oh, isn't he down yet?
No, he's on 1 stamina.
Oh,
And I've got -1 on this.
-1 on this roll as well.
I do all the work and you'll get the glory.
Oh,
course.
for goodness sake, stop moaning.
Two damage, and his armor
Oh,
stops
it's that.
2.
Go on then,
I
finish
take
him
it
off.
back.
Right. I think this is where I refer to combat attack. Right. Frenzied attack. Seen as almost suicidal by many, but favoured by berserkers, does an additional +1 stamina damage to target for every additional enemy. Thus, a hero fighting 5 orcs would inflict +4 stamina damage on a successful attack. However, every additional enemy the hero is facing will hit them automatically unless they fumble.
It's a wow.
Or whirlwind attack, used when the hero is surrounded by enemies and is a gamble best used in times of desperation. Makes a combat roll with usual outnumbering penalty. However, is able to hit every enemy, but he only does D3 for their damage roll rather than a D6.
Just prolongs his life.
In addition, enemies that have a high combat total have +1 damage. Well, I might as well. So he's going to do a whirlwind attack. So the Gretch seems to go berserk, whirling its 2 long claws round rapidly
great.
to try and catch you all. You know that he's doing this. What are you doing?
Well, if I know he's doing it, I will actually go cautious.
Okay.
Cautious attack.
Okay.
Yeah, just cautious.
You're all doing cautious. Okay. So what that means is if you win, you will do a normal damage roll. You'll have -1 from cautious attack, but +1 for his whirlwind. But he hits everyone who he gets a higher total than.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
this, of course, is the time, hopefully I roll a critical.
That's only one of us.
Well, if he gets critical, he criticals all 3 of you.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a
we
bit
hope he doesn't.
That's a bit unfair, isn't it?
I roll 1 6. That count the half for critical?
It was half a fumble as well.
Good point. I was ignoring that bit. Right. So whoever has got the pop-up saying you're being attacked.
Oh,
Oh, what a time to
Oh,
I
and
don't believe it.
Zimrica.
Come on, Zimrica. Finish him off.
I don't believe it.
No.
So
Oh.
he
Right.
will be rolling only a D3
How lucky.
And he's -1.
for damage, but you've got an additional +1 on your armor rolls.
Oh, you +1 on the oh yes, sorry, +1 on the armor.
So obviously we will do them in turn. So we'll do Hulan first.
That was the right choice by him.
And at the moment, I'm not even certain how I'll roll a D3. So I'm going to roll and get the result, and we'll just work it out.
How did he pull that off?
So that's effectively a 3. So that's 3 points of damage to Hulan.
So, leather caress. Oh, -2 because of cautious attack.
-2.
Yeah,
Well, because I've
right.
got armor training as well.
Yep. So you only take 1 damage.
Excellent.
Right. Joe Barn.
Do I need 2 in the bonus as well then?
You will do, yep.
Similar reason. Right, okay.
No, sorry, just +1. because you've already got +1 is automatic. So I do
okay.
3.
Well, sorry. What I was asking.
Yeah, so I do 3 more damage to you.
3 more.
3?
So I do 3 damage to you. Yep.
God.
Oh, you take that away. Sorry.
No, you've got to roll your. Oh, you've got to roll your armor. Okay, and you stop 2 of that, so you take 1 damage. And Zimrika,
No,
I do 3 to you as well.
unbelievable.
So you get your dodge roll, but you get +1 on it.
Yeah. Oh, why wouldn't I open?
Click on the armor, which is above dodge 2. I think you've got. So it's the actual title.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. Okay. But I still get that.
And then when you click on that, there should be a bonus box. You should be able to put +1 in it.
Sorry, why am I putting -1? I'm getting used to that.
Yeah, don't put -1 in.
It's not going to save me.
Well, let's stop 1 point. So you take 2 stamina damage.
Are we taking this off?
And that's the end of round 4. So round 5. You know what? I think I'm going to do that again. If we follow Joe Barnes' philosophy there, it's working so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not a bad tactic, is it?
It's not a bad tactic.
If it ain't broke.
Well, especially if you get the same attack again, all 3.
I mean, all 3 of you did roll pretty poorly, so there is that. But right, Joe Barnes?
I'm going to go with the same thing, I think.
Cautious again, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only got 1 hit point. You just have to hit him.
Zimrika?
Oh. Have we rolled the shifts?
No, because it's all simultaneous.
Oh. No, I'm not going to be crazy. I'll just be cautious again.
Okay. And Hulan?
Cautious again.
Okay. So you're all targeted. So bite, attack, -2 for outnumbering, public roll.
Oh, hit it again.
Not a bad roll, that. Another 17.
But we know he's doing it again.
That is not good.
No.
Is it Hulan?
Wow.
Oh,
This is unbelievable.
is it Joe Barnes?
God.
But Zimrika's hit him.
Excellent. Well done.
So he hits Hulan for 2 points damage.
Right.
Which is entirely
Aha!
stopped by your cuirass. You're saved.
Woo! It's the armor training and the
It
cautious
is.
attack saving me.
Saved you a couple of times. Joe Barnes. 2 points damage again. Which you stop entirely. So his claws just scratch off both of your armors. And then lastly, Zimrika, your sword attack.
Time to die.
Okay, finish him off.
Have I got a bonus to this?
You got-
-1 to the damage roll
Oh, of course.
because of cautious.
It's not leveled out, though. Right. not rolling.
No, we'll ignore that. So just click on the sword and click on the damage roll.
-1.
Yeah.
Oh, for goodness sake. Weird. Come on. Doesn't know.
So, oh, got lots of
Here
rolls
we go.
going on here.
Oh, goodness sake.
Let's get rid of the extra ones. So the sword does no damage because of cautious attack.
Hmm.
I'm not going to roll my armor roll, so roll your short sword
Come on.
with a -1.
This is getting a bit silly.
Well, at least he didn't do any damage to us this round.
Oh,
No, you need the damage one.
sorry. I did do the damage. I'm sure I did.
No, roll 2d6.
Damage. Short sword. -1.
Yeah.
Pocket roll.
Yep.
Hang on, that probably won't work. Now it's stalling.
There we go.
No.
Right.
Goodness sake.
Tickling him.
So Zimrica with his cautious attack prods him gently, but the blows are so weak that they do absolutely nothing. Right. Next round. Round 6. Joe Barn, cautious or not?
Cautious.
Oh, don't be a wuss.
Zimrica, cautious or not?
Just wait a minute. You're the one who's attacked cautiously every time.
I've got no armor.
Cautious or not? Zimrica.
Oh. Yes, I'm cautious.
Okay. And Hulan.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Cautious.
Right, so attack, -2 bonus,
Just so tempted to do a wild attack.
public roll. That's not so good. That's only a 14.
Right. Come on.
So Hulan's hit him. Joe Barnes hit him. Zimrica's hit him. Now he's got 1 stamina. You've hit him with 4 weapons. Surely someone could do 1 stamina. Hulan.
4 1s coming up, I think.
Could be critical. It could be all fumbles. Yeah.
I wouldn't tempt fate.
There'll be 4 1s in a row.
It'd be hilarious.
No.
Right, so you've done 3. The most I can stop is 2, so he does stop 2, but he still takes his final one. And the Gretsch is defeated.
Running through. Yeah.
Tough bugger.
So, the unaccustomed exertion, at least I suppose you're fighting in the shade, and you've got a nice, cool pool. You could go for a swim in, of course. Anyone fancy a swim?
Yeah, and get grabbed by an alligator. Fantastic. Yeah.
What with you as GM, you must be joking.
There's not too many. I take this
Just
personally.
piranha.
There's not too many
What
ripples.
else can you get? Die of mosquito bite.
Okay.
You could throw the corpse in and see if it gets eaten, I suppose.
Well, you do manage to cautiously grab a drink. You do also manage to get enough fruit to add 1 to your provisions each.
Well, straight after the combat, I will try. Has anyone got the first aid skill?
Healing skill. I don't know if anyone has, but even if
You've
they
got
haven't,
healing.
I have the healing skill.
you do.
I only got 1 in it, but I've got the healing skill.
That's still
Better
having
than
it.
Well, do you want to try and bandage me up?
I'll give it a go if you're that desperate.
I am that desperate.
Here you go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Consider yourself healed.
Excellent. So that's 2 points back, isn't it?
Yep. By the way, if you ever want to see what a skill does, just put your pointer over the skill. What you can also do, if you right click on it, so Simon, if you want to put, say, the healing skill into there, if you right click on healing, you have an option that says send to chat. And what it does is it puts the description into the chat log.
All right, okay.
And you can do that for spells, you can do that for items, you can do that for skills. So if, for example, you learn a new spell and you want to cast it and everyone's like, well, what does that do? You can put the description in the chat log for everyone to read, which is quite useful. So you have a bit of a rest. Does anyone want to stop and eat their fruit to recover any more stamina
Did
now?
Simrica take any damage?
I did.
Joe Barn, I think you took 1.
I took 1, but I don't know whether I can heal myself. But I was wondering.
You can try first aiding yourself, yeah.
So I may as well give it a go. What can go wrong?
You can make it worse.
Here comes the 666.
Yeah. I'm banking on it. Oh, how disappointing.
Right, I managed to do that. Zimrika, do you want to tempt fate?
Don't know. It's third time lucky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go on.
There you go.
Look at that.
I've got a new job.
Joe Barn the medic.
Yeah.
How'd you get much do you get back?
2 for that.
2.
Wow. Save the fruit.
Well, we filled our water skins,
Yep.
and I don't suppose this Gretch sort of digging around might have spent a few minutes digging around to see if he's ambushed anyone else here.
You do dig around, but you don't find anything in the hole where he was.
He must have. Well, we don't know much about him. Who knows about Gretches?
I'm tempted to have a look around the rest of the oasis to see if he's buried any loot anywhere.
Or do they live underwater?
Oh, by the way,
Do they live
Hulan, while
underwater?
you're resting here for a while and drinking, it's so relaxing. You actually recover an extra 2 stamina.
Waste.
Okay. Brings me back up to full.
Okay.
So you poke around the oasis and it appears that the Gretch throws what's left, primarily bones, into the water.
Yeah. Of course he does.
Yeah, it's no need for
You
money.
can spot them out there, but it would now need a bit of swimming and diving to see what was down there.
Oh, God.
You know what? I think we're kind of desperate for any sort of resources we can get our hands on.
So shoved your Zimrika in.
Yeah, so shove him.
I'll cast push on Zimrika.
Um,
I'll go and buy a net.
or a little less controversially, I'll take my armor off and my gear, and I'll go for a little bit of a wade into the pool.
Got a rope or anything.
Just cover me, lads.
I'm sure I'll wade in after you.
No, don't stay on the shore, because if something happens, I'm just coming straight back out.
Okay, right.
Well, bits of you might
I'm
be.
not gonna push you, for goodness sake.
Just stay there and keep an eye out. Cover me.
Do you have swimming?
I don't have swimming specifically, but
So give me a skill roll then.
I've got enough skill to
It's
hopefully
only
do it.
It's only a pool, isn't it?
Let's go. Yeah, I'm not trying to do laps. I'm just trying to get in without drowning.
Yeah, that's all right.
Ooh.
You splash about in the water. You're not particularly accomplished swimmer, but you manage to get down to the bones. And while you're down there, you do find some gold coins.
What a waste. Unless he's made a wish.
And there are no crocodiles in here, luckily. But you do manage to bring up 8 gold pieces.
Wow.
I found a gold piece, lads.
Yeah, right.
Record how many you're keeping and how many you're handing
Yeah.
over to everyone else.
Go on then. So 8 doesn't really go.
No.
I'll give the other 2 3 each, and I'll take 2.
I mean, you
Wow.
are a priest, but on the other hand,
That's-
Zimrica is your cousin, so
Yeah, it's fine.
So, you rest, you drink, you nibble the odd bit of fruit, and you decide it is time to head onwards. And a short way on, maybe 45 minutes, an hour on, you get to another fork in the road. To the right, it seems to lead up into not exactly hills, more undulating country though. And to the left, it heads on along the flat land. Both ways are heading towards the village you can see in the distance. It depends whether you want to go the undulating country or the flat land.
So what terrain do we want to encounter something in?
Yeah.
I prefer flat every day.
I actually have a preference for undulating, because on the flat we'd be kind of visible for anyone coming along the road. Undulating, we might be able to hide, duck down, and sort of be hidden a bit.
Yeah, I'll back that.
Well, looks like I'm outvoted then.
So
If we all die, you can blame us, yeah.
you take the right-hand fork and you head upwards somewhat into the slightly dusty, undulating country. The hills are still to your right, and you suspect that the original right fork is still up there somewhere. But the track you're following then crests a small rise with the hills on your right. The sun is bright and hot, and you feel yourself starting to tire. As you walk across the rise, you see an isolated building in a small dip beyond. Looks a little bit like a pyramid with a flat top and with a doorway in the eastern side. This is a shrine to the sun goddess Glantanka.
Ooh.
Good choice.
But you can see no one moving down below. And there's a small drift of sand and dry leaves in the doorway. Something of an air of desolation here.
Well, we've made an excellent choice here, boys. We're going to get down to that shrine, and I'm sure we'll get a welcome there. Maybe even there's a priest or someone, but at least it'll be holy ground. Come on.
You'd expect there to be a priest in a wayside shrine like this.
I shall confidently stride towards it.
Okay, and Joe Barn and Zimrica?
Without care in the world.
I'll follow the priest.
confidently striding.
Maybe not as confident as him, but reasonably.
He knows best.
I'm sure in my faith.
Okay. So we've got Hulan in the lead, striding on, followed by Joban and Zimrika. So,
Striding away.
yeah, you approach the front of the shrine.
Oh, call out when we get, just up to the doorway. Hello.
Well, there's no response from within.
What?
It's dark within. Obviously, the sun outside is incredibly bright, and inside is incredibly dark. And just the physics of the thing means you can't see inside.
Well, it's a shrine of Glantanka. I am not worried. I won't charge in, but I will walk in.
Cousin, have you got a light source?
Your eyes
there
will
will
adjust
be
once you're inside.
There will be enough light coming through the doorway to see clearly. It's just if you're standing in really bright sunshine and there's a really dark room, you just can't see it while you're outside. So, Hulan, you step through the doorway into the cool interior room. At the far end, the stone table that serves as the altar has been pushed over. And the blanket that serves the priest here as a bed has been ripped apart. More shockingly, there's the remains of a fire against one wall, scorching the wall above and giving the ceiling a coating of soot. There is a smell of burning still on the air. Someone has taken a part-burned branch and scrawled the following words on a wall. The gods howl.
Have we any idea what reference to?
No.
Nothing comes to mind. I am going to make a religion law roll, though, if I may.
What's how?
No.
Okay.
You were a priest.
This is where it all falls apart.
So, you think you've heard this term before, but you're absolutely no idea where.
No, but I am certain I know what it means. It's something to do with the great festival of Howling that's held every 10 years. I'm sure every 10 years. The chief priest told me.
Can I have a world law, Graham? If I actually believe this is true.
What do you think is true?
This festival every 10 years.
No, I'm certain of this. I'm certain it's to do with a festival. The great festival of Howling.
Yes, a religious
celebration
festival
of how much we believe in the gods.
I've never heard of it, I think, but
of course you haven't. You're not a priest, but I am. And
that was a great festival, isn't it?
We need to go out and howl our faith, howl our belief in the gods to the skies.
I know you religious guys are nutty, but this is crazy.
It's just a way of showing that we really believe. So, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I think the best place to do this will be on top of the temple. That's the traditional place.
When's the next full moon?
We're going
the
to
highest place. Are there stairs up to the roof, or is it going outside?
The slope is such that it's fairly easy to scramble up onto it.
I shall go there and start and let out an enormous howl.
Oh my god!
You go up onto the top.
Religious belief.
When you're up on the top, the sun is incredibly bright because it's still late afternoon. But to you, it almost seems like the sun is somewhat dimmed by what you've seen within.
Ah, well, it probably needs to howl louder then.
This is a temple to your god, or a shrine to your god that has been desecrated.
Ah.
I'll just sit in the doorway.
And I'll raise my holy symbol to the sky and say, I swear to Glantanka that I will re-sanctify this place, if possible.
Okay.
So
you can certainly tidy it up at the moment.
let's tidy it up and scrub this graffiti off the wall, which I'm starting to wonder if maybe I got that wrong.
Okay. Do Joban and Zimrika want to help you?
Well, we'll put the altar back on its feet and
You stand the table up, you clear the remains of the fire away, you gather up the ripped blanket, and you scrub the words off. You don't completely get them off, they're just about there, still faintly visible.
we can do what we can do with what we've got.
But
Well, I really should get back to the main temple of Glantanka so I can get someone out to come and sanctify this place again. But
is there a
at the
symbol?
moment, that's a bad idea.
Is there a symbol for this god?
Glantanka is the sun.
Sun.
Yeah.
Is there stones around?
Lots of stones.
I'll start making a sun sign on top.
On the top.
Mm.
Okay. You spend a little bit of time making a sun symbol on the top. But time is pressing on. You're tiring and you really want to get somewhere for the evening. So, although I think what we will do is we will finish this recording now. There are 2 ways on from this shrine, or shortly after leaving the shrine, there are 2 ways on. You can either then head down the slight slope again towards a village, or there is another track leading up from the shrine into the hills. The track towards the village does look fairly well used.
Don't we need shelter? Or not?
We need to spend all those gold coins you found in the
Yeah.
places.
I think we should get to a village and see if we can bargain for any supplies, but
okay.
I'd like to know what happens to this priest of Glantanka, though.
I'm happy to go to the village.
You might be able to find out something about what happened to the shrine if you go to the village.
Yeah, maybe they've seen the priest. It's the obvious place for him to go.
Okay.
Anyway,
so we will finish the recording there for this session, with the heroes somewhat perplexed by the presence of a desecrated shrine to Glantanka, and still a good few hours from the dead city, but at least with the promise of rest, recuperation, ale, food, beds at the village ahead. So until next time, thank you very much, and we'll see you again.